Welcome to the Deep Dive and our AI Brief, episode 353. This week, things really kicked into a higher gear. It honestly feels like a pivot point in the AI arms race.
It's great to be here, and you're absolutely right. The pace is just frantic. But this week felt different. It wasn't just about who has the fastest model. It was about strategy, about intellectual property, and real-world utility. The battle lines are really solidifying now.
That's exactly what we're digging into today. We have three major announcements that I think define the landscape right now. First up, this incredible new billion-dollar licensing deal between OpenAI and Disney.
Which completely shakes up the future of content creation.
Exactly. Then we're going to analyze OpenAI's immediate countermove, the launch of the GPT 5.2 model family.
Codenamed Garlic, and it feels like it was designed specifically to challenge Google's recent gains.
And finally, Google pushes right back. They've released a massively upgraded deep research agent that's now open to developers, which is a game changer for anyone building research-heavy apps. We'll also get you caught up on the other essential news and some trending tools you should know about.
Our mission today is really to cut through the PR hype and just explain what these big strategic moves mean for you. So let's start with, well, the money in the mouse.
Let's dive right in because I think this is the most impactful news of the week. The mouse, Disney, has officially partnered with OpenAI. It's a 3-year licensing deal.
But it's not just a licensing deal. Disney is also making a staggering $1 billion equity investment directly into OpenAI.
And the scope of this deal is what's just fascinating. It creates this instant competitive moat. Sora users will now get access to over 200 Disney-owned IPs.
I mean, we're talking about the biggest names, Marvel characters, Pixar, Star Wars, and yes, even Mickey Mouse himself. This is a huge shift. Disney is opening the vault in a way no other major media company has been willing to.
It's a total game changer for content generation, right? It gives OpenAI a massive advantage in getting legally sound training data. But there's a huge upside for Disney, too.
Of course, they're not just getting a tool. They're rolling out ChatGPT internally across their entire company.
And this is the part that blows my mind. Select fan creations, things made with Sora using this official IP, will actually be streamed on Disney Plus Evie.
That streaming part is key. It validates the output of these models as, actual marketable products. And strategically, if you look at the fine print, the deal is incredibly savvy.
How so?
It specifically excludes talent likenesses and voices. That's not an accident. It's a deliberate legal move to sidestep all those messy IP battles raging in Hollywood over actor rights and synthetic voices.
So it keeps the deal clean. It's focused only on their own proprietary characters and worlds.
Precisely. And the aggressiveness here is what's really telling. Disney wasn't subtle. On the exact same day this was announced, they sent a cease and desist letter to Google.
Wow. And what was the accusation?
That Google was generating unauthorized Disney content at a, and I'm quoting here, massive scale. This isn't just a partnership. It's an aggressive alliance.
It gives OpenAI a unique, legally privileged position with some of the world's most valuable IP.
It does. And it forces Disney to go on the offense to protect that billion-dollar investment and OpenAI's new data advantage. IP is now officially a weapon in this race.
This IP move really sets the stage perfectly for that other battle that's raging, the one over raw performance. And speaking of performance, OpenAI's answer to Google's recent momentum was the very quick release of GPT 5.2.
A direct counterpunch. It came out just weeks after that internal memo leaked, the one suggesting OpenAI was losing ground to the Gemini lineup. The pressure was clearly on.
I heard they pushed to release it, this Garlic model, even though some people internally wanted more time to polish it.
That's right, and they're marketing it as their most capable series yet for professional knowledge work.
So what does that mean for you, the user? How is it structured? I see they've broken it down into 3 distinct tiers.
Exactly. It's based on user need and, of course, cost. You've got the instant tier for quick, cheap queries. Then there's thinking, that's the mid-tier, optimized for more complex reasoning.
And the last one is Pro.
Right. Pro is for maximum accuracy on the hardest problems, where you just can't afford to be wrong, and cost is less of an issue. It's a smart way to structure the product line around how people actually work.
Of course, the performance metrics are what everyone's looking at. They're claiming big upgrades across the board, less hallucination, better vision, better coding.
All good stuff. But the data point that really stood out to me was the real-world benchmark. They tested the GPT 5.2 thinking tier on something called GDP-val.
And what does that test exactly?
It's all about complex office tasks. Think
Mhm.
writing presentations, analyzing spreadsheets, that kind of thing. And the model either beat or matched industry professionals a staggering 71% of the time.
71%. That is a highly significant number. It's not a research tool anymore. It's automating core functions of knowledge work. That really validates it as a powerful response to Gemini 3.
The frontier model war is clearly far from over, and the timing of this 5.2 release shows just how determined OpenAI is to stay on top, even if it meant a rushed launch.
And of course, Google wasn't just going to sit back. They immediately fired back on the utility front, strengthening their position in the research space.
They did. They just released a significantly upgraded deep research agent, and they made it instantly available to developers through a new API.
The Interactions API.
That's the one. And consumer rollouts are already planned for Google Search, Notebook LM, and the Gemini app.
Let's get into the mechanics here. It runs on Gemini 3 Pro, but its core function is this iterative, multi-step process.
Right, it doesn't just do one search.
Mm.
It plans a sequence of searches, reads the results, figures out what it's missing, the knowledge gaps, and then queries again and again until it has a complete answer.
So it's like having a highly trained research assistant. You don't have to direct every step of the search. The agent figures out the path itself.
And that new Interactions API is a huge detail for developers. It unifies access to both the raw models and these specialized agents. And crucially, it has native support for MCP connections.
And for our listeners, MCP is multi-cloud platform. That means the agent can easily connect to external tools and, importantly, your own company's private data sources.
Exactly. Google is also trying to set a new standard for how we measure this kind of thing. They open source a new benchmark called Deep Search QA.
It's a 900-task benchmark designed specifically for testing this kind of multi-step web research. It goes way beyond simple Q&A.
And their performance claims are impressive. They're reporting state-of-the-art, or SOTA, scores, hitting 46.4% on humanity's last exam and 66.1% on their own Deep Search QA benchmark. That significantly outperforms the base Gemini 3 Pro model.
So the key takeaway for any developers listening is that you can now plug this incredibly powerful multi-step research and synthesis layer directly into your own applications.
Let's transition now to our roundup. We'll take a slightly slower, more measured look at some of the other important advancements from across the ecosystem.
We can start with Google Labs again. They just launched Disco, which is an experimental AI-infused web browser. The goal here seems to be redefining how power users browse the web.
Its signature feature is something they're calling Gen Tabs. Instead of just giving you a list of links, Gen Tabs use Gemini 3 to create what are essentially interactive web apps on the fly, right inside the browser, to help you answer questions or complete tasks.
In terms of industry recognition, there is a major nod to the leaders in the space. Time magazine named the architects of AI as its 2025 Person of the Year.
Which I find significant because it spotlights not just one person, but the four key figures really driving this forward. Jensen Huang at NVIDIA, Sam Altman at OpenAI, Dario Amodei from Anthropic, and Elon Musk. It's an acknowledgement that this is a multi-front revolution.
Shifting over to developer tools, the coding platform Cursor unveiled a really interesting new visual editor.
This tool looks to streamline the coding process, especially for apps with a user interface. It lets a developer just drag, drop, and rearrange elements visually. As they do that, AI agents are automatically updating the underlying code in real time.
A faster bridge between design and implementation. We also saw major updates from the enterprise space, specifically from Shopify. They announced their Winter 26 features.
And two AI additions really stood out for e-commerce. The first is SimGem. It's designed to simulate large-scale shopper behavior using AI shoppers, so merchants can test new store designs or campaigns before going live.
And the other?
Agentic storefronts. These are built to surface products directly inside AI platforms, so meeting the customer wherever they are, whether that's Gemini or ChatGPT.
Moving beyond just text and video, Runway introduced something called GWM1, its first general world model.
The introduction of a general world model is a huge step. The focus shifts here from just generating a linear video clip. GWM1 is designed to simulate interactive, explorable environments in real time. It's really setting the stage for much more complex, simulated reality.
And finally, 11 Labs, the leader in high-quality synthetic audio, announced a new partnership with Meta.
That's right. This brings their advanced audio and voice tech directly to Meta's huge creator ecosystem, specifically for people using Instagram and the Horizon VR platform. It gives creators a much higher level of quality for their audio.
Okay, let's wrap up today's deep dive with a quick look at the trending tools that can help you boost your productivity and stay on the cutting edge.
First up, the Gemini Deep Research Agent we just talked about.
Mhm.
Its use case is clear. It's the new state-of-the-art agent for long synthesis and complex multi-step research.
Then you have GPT 5.2. This is OpenAI's new frontier model family, tuned specifically for professional knowledge work where accuracy and reasoning are key.
For anyone in e-commerce, check out Shopify SimGym. That's your tool for simulating realistic buyer behavior with AI shoppers before you commit real resources to a new campaign.
If you're doing visual creation, LensGo is trending for generating high-quality images and videos quickly with AI.
And for music makers, AC Studio is gaining a lot of traction. It's an AI-first music workstation designed for, next-generation composition.
And finally, two great text-focused tools. First, 11 Labs for generating incredibly high-quality professional-grade voiceovers with AI.
And Kontanov, which can take any topic you give it and turn it into a concise, detailed SEO blog brief in just minutes. It's a huge time saver for content planning.
So if we synthesize everything we've looked at today, the theme seems to be this rapid acceleration of the arms race. It's expanded way beyond just raw compute power.
It really has. We saw OpenAI and Google trading these aggressive blows with new models and agents, all designed for maximum professional utility.
But that Disney deal, it introduces this critical second front, IP consolidation.
Mm.
Securing access to valuable, legally clean data and characters seems to be the new definitive differentiator.
I think you're right. Model performance is becoming table stakes.
Yeah.
But having a clean, legally protected data moat, that's the ultimate strategic advantage in this generative future.
That aggressive IP posture is likely the new defining element of the AI race. It really forces competitors to either strike their own deals or rely on public data sets, which are becoming more and more risky.
It's a fundamental challenge to the whole open model paradigm.
Absolutely. We hope this deep dive gave you the quick, thorough knowledge and the strategic context you need to navigate this field. If you found these insights helpful, please take a moment to follow the deep dive and share it with anyone else who's interested.
Until next time.
See you in the next episode.